Hey guys, today is April 14th, 2024. So originally I was going to talk about the recent attack on Israel by Iran because it happened exactly 911 months after Israel became a nation in 1948, if you include the end date. However, I made a startling decode last night, and it concerns tomorrow, April 15th, and the city of San Francisco. And one of my missions is to decode an event before it actually happens, a big event. And that's what April 15th could possibly be. So that takes priority, and I got to talk about this because I have some amazing connections here. So if we look at the image from iPetGoat, we see the $5 bill on Draco's chin, and Lincoln was assassinated on April 15th, and he's on the $5 bill. So since the video released, we've already seen two significant events on April 15th, the Boston bombings in 2013 and the burning of the Notre Dame Cathedral in 2019. And myself and others have already made a decode on this date of the burning of Notre Dame Cathedral that's definitely encoded in PetGoat. However, we're here to talk about tomorrow. So I want to go back and talk about this earthquake in Turkey as it connected to the first Earth Day in 1970. You guys know how I look for that 322 or 911 code, and we have that connection from the first Earth Day to that big earthquake in Turkey on February 6, 2023. And it had very interesting coordinates, being 37 north and 37 east. And it was on the 37th day of the year. No coincidence there. And I said that I believe that related to the scene in the apple. That can definitely be an earthquake. We have the C7. C7 equals 37 because C is the third letter. And that caused over 60,000 deaths. So that was a big deal. So now we have the first Earth Day in 1970. Once again, connecting with a 322 connection, but this time to April 15th. We even have an upside down 9/11 connection connecting the first UN climate change conference to April 15th. And the devastating 9.2 earthquake and tsunami that killed about 250,000 people with a 9/11 connection connecting to April 15th. And it's also 3/7 on the Chinese calendar, matching the C7 and the apple. So we recently had the Key Bridge that collapsed on March 26th. Then I noticed in 4/11, the Key power plant near Kiev was destroyed by Russian strikes. Then I thought how odd two very important structural buildings with the word key in it were destroyed back to back. Now, for some reason, when I saw this, the movie Ghostbusters came to mind, and specifically the Gatekeeper and the Keymaster. So we had two structural buildings with the word key in it being destroyed, and now I thought maybe we're going to see something related to a gate, or like the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. So I looked up San Francisco, and I saw its coordinates also have that number 37 relating to the C7 and the apple, the city famous for the Golden Gate Bridge. So then I wanted to see, can I make any connections to April 15th for 15 with the city of San Francisco? And then amazingly, I saw that the area code of San Francisco happens to be 415. And not only that, San Francisco was incorporated on April 15th. So I'm like, holy crap, I gotta look into this further. This is too weird, you know? All right, now look at this, guys. The Keymaster, the Gatekeeper, the Ghostbusters movie, released in 1984. Then you had Nancy Pelosi turning 84 years old. March 26, she's from Baltimore, Maryland. March 26, in Baltimore, Maryland, the Key Bridge collapse. So then I decided to look at her husband. I'm like, maybe he's connected to San Francisco. And I couldn't believe it because he's born on April 15th and he will turn 84 years old and he's from San Francisco. So the Key Bridge collapsed on Nancy's birthday in the state and city where she is from. And now I'm looking for something to happen in San Francisco when Paul Pelosi, her husband, turns 84, the city famous for the Golden Gate Bridge, the Keymaster, the Gatekeeper. Although in the movie The Reverse, the Gatekeeper is Sigourney Weaver, and Rick Moranis is the Keymaster. I'm putting out a huge warning for San Francisco. And I think maybe this relates to the eclipse somehow. 84 being the reverse of the 4/8 eclipse. We have Israel being attacked and in a war, and they were founded in 1948, 48, 4/8, like the date of the eclipse. And also, the C7, 3 days before the eclipse, we had the 4.8 earthquake in New Jersey, and now 7 days later is April 15th. So I'm thinking some type of natural disaster because we have this connection with Earth Day. However, the word cyber attack does equal 37 as well. But San Francisco is the location where I'm looking at. So that's all I got for this video. We'll see what happens. I just may have made a huge discovery of an event before it actually occurs. We'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.